Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing this fun, natural, full face tutorial only using e.l.f. If you all like to see that, then keep on watching. Alrighty, to start off this full face e.l.f. tutorial, I am taking the Poreless Face Primer. And these products I have not tried before except for a few of the eye brushes and the setting powder. Everything else I have been saving for this video that I wanted to try here, so just taking a little bit of it. Yeah, as you can see, I have to really pump for that. It smells good. It almost smells like a lemon cake. I love cake. Comment down below, guys, what your favorite kind of cake is. For me, I'd probably have to go with the classic chocolate cake. The nice chocolate buttercream frosting, or maybe like a fudge frosting. Those are so good. Next up, I noticed e.l.f. didn't really have too much of a range in foundations. I don't think this will be my color, but that's pretty much all they had. I got everything at Target. Oh, it's actually a lot lighter than I thought. Going in with the foundation brush. Ooh, it's really soft though. Okay. Actually, that's not that bad of a match. Not gonna lie, it's actually pretty good. Okay, very light coverage. So I might go in with another layer of foundation. So from what I'm seeing, it is very light, but it actually does look pretty good. But I do think that I will put on another layer of foundation because, as you well know, I do love my full coverage foundations. And I will be right back. Alrighty. I did put on another layer. It is still quite light, but that's what we are working with today. So taking my e.l.f. concealer in the shade Beige. My goodness, these are tricky to open here. Oh, no wonder. Do not try to twist them off. They have pull-off tops. Okay, first of all, I don't think this is my shade, but we are just working with that today. And I noticed they didn't really have a brush to blend it with, so I am just simply going to take my fingers and blend it. Okay. I mean, once again, not the fullest coverage, but that's what we're working with today. Okay, just simply taking the lid, and it says pour powder here. We are simply going to just pour the powder there. And normally, I thought they came with a little powder puff, but this one is an e.l.f. powder puff. So we are going to really bake under the eyes, because that is once again where we have our concealer, and when there is concealer we must bake to help keep that in place. And then just powdering the rest of the face. And of course, as you guys know, what I like to do is doing the brows while baking. Now, when I was looking, I didn't really see any brow products. I did get everything I have here from Target, except for the highlighter, which I did get from CVS. So on that note, I am just taking this very defined brush from e.l.f. It says it's a smudge brush. And just going in with the eyeshadows and picking a darker matte shade right here and filling them in that way. And once again, guys, eyeshadow makes a great substitute for a brow product. And mixing in a little bit of that darker shade right next to it, just to help it blend well. And just taking the Total Face brush, I am just simply sweeping off the excess powder. This is actually a really nice brush, guys. It's very soft. I do have to give it to e.l.f. Their brushes do not disappoint. Going in now with the bronzing brush, I am taking this Total Face palette, and I am taking the bronzing shade. Actually, the bronzing shade is pretty good. It does blend pretty well. It's not too orange, slightly orange, but not too bad. Pretty natural color, I would say. And of course, we just want to contour our nose. So just taking this defined eye brush and just running that down the sides of the nose. Taking now the powder brush, and we are simply going in with this blush shade here. It's a little lighter. This one I think is just a little bit on the orange side, so I'm going with the more pink one. Once again, that is a very natural color. All in all, not bad. I like it. Very natural look. Taking now the highlighting brush and the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Moonlight Pearls. Okay, honestly, I think that it does give a very subtle and very natural glow. But this is good for like everyday use, just to make it look, once again, very natural. And that is the look we are going for today. Alrighty, so once again, I am just taking the concealer because I could not find a eye primer there. So we are just going to rub a little bit well, a lot of it on our finger here. Blend it together and prime. I am just taking the e.l.f. Everyday Smoky Palette, going in with this beige shade. We are just going to set the eyelids, and I am just using the e.l.f. Doesn't have a name, but it is a fluffy eye brush, and I love their eye brushes so much. Also, some of them are actually only $1 at Target. Going in now with this, with the shade right next to the beige one, and just sticking that in our crease. We are going to warm it up. Once again, we are going for an everyday look, so nothing too dramatic. Going in now with this kind of dark matte brown shade, just taking a little bit of that and putting that in the crease as well, and more focusing that out on the outer corner. And we are just taking a smaller brush and taking this warm brown shade here and just putting a teeny tiny bit of that in the outer corner. Going in with a clean brush here, we are simply taking this shimmery shade right here and we are applying that all over the lid. So far, actually, the thing I like the most would probably be the primer and the eyeshadow. And once again, I am taking a small smudge brush, taking that chocolate shade that we used in our outer corner, and filling that in on the bottom lash line about halfway. And going in with that shimmery shade and filling that in on the inner half. And I shall do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, I've done the other eye off camera. I am excited to try the Intense Ink eyeliner because, as you know me, I am excitable about eyeliners, of all things, because I have tried very many, and some, like, they don't go over the shadows well, or they're too inky, and they just bleed all over the place. But we'll see how this one is. Once again, I have not tried anything that I have on this table from e.l.f. except for the powder and the brushes for the eyes. That's it. So I have not tried this. Okay, actually, I'm really liking it. Like, actually, this is like really good. I really like this. I really like this eyeliner. Here is a close-up, and I am just really loving it. It has good pigmentation. It's not too inky. It does have that tip, and it is very precise, and I am just really, really loving it. Now, I could not find an eyelash curler, but I do have the e.l.f. Eye Enhancing Mascara, and I believe it was the shade Diamond Black. Now, as y'all know, I can be a bit picky about mascaras, so we'll see how this one is. Okay. Not bad. It is a very, very intense black. I'm actually loving this on the lower lashes. Honestly, this is a pretty good mascara. So now we are going to highlight the brow bone and inner corners, and it is best to use the same highlighter we used on our cheeks as the inner tear duct and the brows, because that gives a more pulled together look of the matching highlights. So I'm just taking a very small defined brush and just going in that way. And there we go. So next up, we are simply going to be taking this finishing powder and taking the powder blurring brush, simply dipping that in. And finishing powders and blurring powders are important because it just helps pull the look all together. I'm actually really liking this. I am loving this one. Taking now the e.l.f. lipstick in Touch of Pink. It is the Beautifully Bare Satin Lipstick. And this is a beautiful shade of pink, guys. And of course, to set that all in place, I'm taking my e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set Spray. And just letting that settle. And that is it, guys. I hope you liked my natural full face only using e.l.f. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, this video was a suggestion from one of you guys. If you would like to suggest a video, I have my social media links down below, or you could also leave it in the comments and it just might get picked. Also, don't forget to check out the awesome social media shout out below. Love you guys. Bye.